Hello,
What
everybody.
is up? Back again. I had to
Yes.
put I had to put the hood on my hoodie so that we didn't look too much alike, Justin. Don't do it. No. No.
Oh, look at us.
Oh no. Look at us go.
We've been spending a lot of time together over the past week. So we've got lots of high connectivity. We've been spending so much time together that we're doing this show a little bit different.
Yes, we are. We decided to have a little, as the kids say, a little bromance here. We're just gonna have a little. We're gonna have a little mandate, and it's just Justin and I. We're gonna talk the talk, shoot the shit, drink the beers, and we invite you to join us, everyone. Um,
Exactly. It's sort of
yeah,
a characters welcome happy hour. We're going to show some classic videos. We invite you guys to ask for some videos that you love that no one else is seeing. We'll dial them up for you. I'm going to show a video to Eric and vice versa that he missed that I wanted to see. It's a little bit of an end of year vibe here.
yeah, we're having a little roundup. My
Yeah.
partner had seven. My partner had seven of her women coworkers over the other day to do vision boards
Oh,
for the new year,
yes.
and as I was leaving, I was like, "Don't do any witch shit, please. Do not curse me." And one of the women was like, "That's the exact same thing my husband said to me before I left to come here." So
Oh, you're cursed. You're cursed.
we're cursed, and we're gonna do some witch shit tonight, guys. Tonight we're doing some.
Yes. So please drop your witch shit, your witch predictions, your deep dark secrets.
Yeah.
It'd be great. We also just had a show. We had a live show that we should recount for you because you're about to get a ton of bomb videos coming
Yes.
to the channel.
We just had a extremely successful Portman show. It was awesome. We had 23 performers on doing 60-second bits. Every tape is fire. And I am so excited to get to post them. We're going to start posting them, I think, tomorrow. I got a message from the videographer today that said he tried to send them all to me in one hour long file. And he was like, "It's not working. Looks like I'm going to have to cut these up for you." I was like, "Oh, no."
Oh, bummer.
Looks that stinks, dude.
We should explain what that is, what a portmanteau show or portman show, which you've
Yes.
very well illustrates it.
Yes, let's
We
explain.
take fun two items or some fun wordplay on one item in pop culture. Like for instance, your character. Should we spoil what your character is?
Yes, because I already spoiled it in the Discord, but you can join everybody. We've had
Yeah.
some really cool pictures on there. My character was Sarah Jessica Peter Parker, a mixture of Sarah Jessica Parker and Peter Parker. And let me tell you, that web slinger is just looking for love in all the wrong places, you know?
And that was very fun. You kicked off the show, so you had to like sort of prove the premise, which is
I had to
always
show
a tough spot.
everybody this is what's going on, but there were some really, really funny ones. Just off the dome, my favorites, without spoiling anything about them, were hungover hippos.
That was
Pretty
my
fucking funny.
absolute favorite.
That one was really good. James Gandolfini, that is Gandalf the Grey, and James, or is it James Gandolfini?
James Gandolfini,
Yeah,
yes.
James Gandolfini and Gandalf the Grey mixed together. That one was really, really strong.
I really liked Sarah's, which was Liza Minnelli Furtado. Which is so the writing choice she made in this, and these pieces are super short, like 1 minute to 2 minutes long. She made a writing choice that is just that crushed. It's so smart.
It was awesome, and we did it at a new venue too, folks. It's called Friends and Lovers. It's near the Barclays Center in downtown Brooklyn. Is that downtown Brooklyn? You would call that?
No, that's Crown Heights. This is Crown Heights, Brooklyn.
Okay,
it was in my backyard.
It was very close to Justin, which was very good.
I love how lost you clearly were. Like, I don't know where I am.
I don't know where I am.
What I'm doing.
We were confused.
It was very random.
The venue was awesome though, super cool, really fun, a little bit more black boxy than what we were doing at Caveat, but I think that's to our advantage. We got back to our roots and we were able to do a really ruckus show, which is like kind of what I want for Characters Welcome in general, is to have like a fun, wild show where people don't be like, I don't want people to heckle hard, but a show where people feel comfortable being like just a little bit crazy.
Call people out. Like, yeah, you want everyone to be heckled except for you or us.
Except for me, and then when I'm not on stage, I'll heckle everyone, which I did sort of. There was one guy who did Samuel L. fractions, and I couldn't help myself because inside the briefcase was his script, if you could believe it.
You did roast him pretty hard. I want to say seconds after he finished. Maybe he was still on stage
I was
cleaning
like,
up.
"What the fuck is going on, dude?" And he also had a filled up water yeah, he had a filled up water gun that he never actually sprayed the water out of. I don't know if that was just to go method or what the deal was there, but
The way you called him out for putting water in the water gun, I thought was also very
I was
funny.
like, "What the fuck?" It was like it was jizzing. It was like pre-coming water all over the stage. I was like, "When is he going to spray somebody with this?" And he never
Yes,
did.
and that's a squirt gun insider term right there. You don't
Pre-coming.
want the
Yes.
the gun pre-coming a little early.
Super soaker, super squirter. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, they're the ones that named it that.
Not me.
They're the ones.
I'm
Yeah.
just the one that has repeated it since I was 10 years old every single night.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we wanted to go over here's some and in chat, I'm asking for 3 things from you in chat now. I know this is a lot. I'm so sorry. I'm asking for any videos that you thought were awesome this year that didn't get quite enough love on the YouTube page. We'd love to watch them and talk
Yes.
about them again. We'd also love from you any portmanteau ideas that you have along the line of Sarah Jessica Peter Parker or James Gandolfini. I would love to read some of those.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've got them in the bank. And what was the third thing, Justin? There's another
Uh, any questions, just general
just
questions you
any
have
general
about
views.
Eric, me, our lives, our absolute bromance, anything in that vein.
Yeah,
The
and so
industry as a whole, we're sources, we're fountains.
it's true. Fountains of information. Yeah, because speaking of
Font.
our big bromance, speaking of spending too much, Judge Dreidel.
Wow, that's
really good.
fun.
That's
Topical, perhaps. So maybe
that's
a
funny.
little edgy.
Yeah, maybe we let that one simmer for a little bit, but that
Yeah.
is a good idea. Um, yeah, speaking of us spending too much time together, so we had our show Friday night.
Mm.
Fans of us or fans of the Discord might know that Justin and I are a little bit competitive. We signed up for a half marathon, and
To be fair, we're competitive in general. It's just in our time together that naturally we turn our guns on each other.
yes, it's true. And so
There's
we
been a lot of talk. There's been like potential Stairmaster off. There's been obviously the foot
pool
race or
gonna play some billiards.
pool, of course.
Yes.
Uh,
But in this case, we decided to combine forces, and we ran a half marathon together. Unfortunately, we ran it. You had to be at the starting line by 8:30 a.m., which was
yeah.
the day after this show that we had that was very successful. And my
And
highlights from the morning were finding Justin at the Brooklyn Library at 8:30 a.m. and asking him because I left pretty early because I needed to get good sleep. I was like, Justin, did you stay out late? And he goes, he's got a coffee in his hand. He's like, this is the coffee in his hand. He goes, no, I didn't stay out late. I was the last person at the bar, but like,
I get that's the lesson there. I couldn't have stayed longer. I was alone.
yeah,
There's no one else to be there.
literally couldn't stay longer. Second question I asked him because I was eating a like an energy bar. I was like, man, I don't normally eat this early, and I know I have to fuel up. I was like, I had like a piece of bread with peanut butter and banana. I had a couple cups of coffee. I'm trying to eat this.
You got 5-course meal, 3 cups of coffee before you got to the race. You were juiced.
I'm like, what did you eat, Justin? He's got the coffee in his hand. He goes, you're looking at it. That's what Justin had before this 13-mile run at 9 a.m. after closing a bar down was a cup of coffee.
Food just slows you down. It's a weight. It's a weight in your body. And beer is almost an energy drink in that it's
bread.
carbs and
It's
water. Bread. It's bread. I
is.
was carb loading the night before. And then, wow, Carly in the comments already bringing the heat.
And yet he beat you. And let me be clear about this, folks. I got humbled. I did get humbled.
No, that's not what happened. We ran together the entire race. That was a full like hour and 40 minutes of just hanging, running. It was great.
It was fun.
We talked shop. It was great. Very fun. We saw a couple people we knew. They were cheering us on a little bit. It was great.
That was really fun. I thought it was not going to be a big deal. And then there were 500 people ran the half marathon. And I don't know if you saw this, Justin, 1,600 people ran the 5K that day.
Oh, that's crazy. People were like, how many people were there? I was like, I don't know, like 800?
No, there was like
way off.
There were like 2,200 racers that day. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Very fun. But so we were the whole time, and every time we go around the line, it was 3, almost 4 laps around Prospect Park. every time we were like, okay, and then right there, that's where we're going to turn on the burners and we're going to kick the last like 0.15
It
of the,
goes into the park.
yeah,
And what I told him, I did tell you this. I read that it's like 300 meters or something once you turn
yeah,
it, which is what,
yeah,
300 feet. That's like 3 football fields. Nothing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which I eventually would come to misjudge greatly. But so we're pulling into that, and I'm like, all right, let's burn it. And then I did, and that's when we stopped running together.
Justin fucking turned on the heat, dude. And see, let me just say, and I don't mean this in a mean way, Justin. Seeing you actually run is pretty funny. It's pretty
I
incredible.
run weird.
Yeah.
I have a big ass that is like, it's my engine. Big backyard, famously said at my wedding. And and I run a little weird in just the way I walk. My whole family walks like giant babies.
Well,
So I
that's what I
run
was
like
gonna say. There's this I can't remember his name right now, but there's this professional NFL player that somebody put a compilation together of, and they were like, once you see it, you can't unsee it. This guy runs like a toddler with something in his hands that he's not supposed to have in his hands, and that's how you run.
yeah.
You run like there's a gigant, like a 12-foot tall mother, like being like, Justin, right
And
behind.
I'm like, no, mommy's coming. I have to win this race before mommy gets here.
Oh,
And that is, and like I run forward. Everyone out, like I have a bunch of weird shit that I do. And you call another one out. You were like, why you always drink your drink in the side
he
of your
goes
mouth?
like this. And I knew that I called her out on that because as soon as we finished the race, my partner, Callie, God bless her, brought us beers at the finish line because all they had was fucking cocoa. And
Yeah.
the beers that she brought were 36-ounce Bud Light, like octo kegs or something like that. Tiny little
Yeah.
mini boys. They were big boys. There we are. God,
Those big boys holding big boys right
show
there.
that picture and then show how horrible I looked right after the race. How much you dogged.
Let's do a before. Let's do a before and after real quick. Before.
We are so ready to go. Notice that I'm wearing a blue hoodie and I have a nice little sweatband around my head.
Yeah, looking good. Pink headband on mine. Before, and of course, there's after.
Lost the sweatband, lost the hoodie. I'm so fucking fogged up. I don't even know where the fuck I am.
We both look like we aged a solid number of years over the course of this race. Very good. I was later on my walk after we parted ways. A woman came up to me and was like, "Pink headband. I was watching you run." And then sort of let it hang in the air. I was like, "Oh,
what are you saying? Like you wanted to call an ambulance, or we did good?
I look like someone that had thrown a marble down the road. Is that what you're saying?
Oh man, it was fun. That was a really fun run. We're gonna run more. Get this, folks. Before we went live, there were murmurs of a marathon spoken.
And that is like that will end our lives, or my life anyway. You got a couple more good years in you.
Yeah, I would like to do it eventually, but I don't know. Justin placed 10th in his age group in that race, and which is his age group is geriatric. And you were 10th in the geriatric.
Well, a lot of guys were being pushed on gurneys, so
Yeah.
like that doesn't, it's not a honorarium.
It's a little bit different.
Zecor Zeppelin, your glasses look like you lost an eye. That's correct. Eric did lose an entire eyeball.
At some point during the whole thing, yeah, I breathed too hard out of the wrong hole, which is my eye hole, and it popped out. Yeah. I was huffing and puffing.
We had to run around and get it. It was a fun little game we played.
Oh man, that was such a crazy experience. That was really fun. But we did it, and because that was one of my resolutions for this year was to run a big race, and so I did it.
Nice. Right under the gun.
That brings us to resolutions for next year. You got anything on the docket, Justin?
I don't know. I don't make a lot of resolutions because I never get through the taking stock portion.
Yeah.
I was talking with Callie about this, where it's like, oh, I never do that. And it's so important at the end of the year to be like, here's all the things I accomplished. Or things that didn't go well. Like that's really important. So I'm going to try to do that first and then resolve to, I don't know, fight a bear or whatever the next physical challenge is going to be.
Definitely not like I guess off the dome. My first thought was like spend more time with my kids.
Oh, interesting. I spend a lot of time with my kids. I don't know how I could just throw some more in the old pile.
Oh boy, I don't really know what my goals are. Probably to run more, beat my time that I ran. That would be awesome.
Nice.
That would be really cool. That's about it. I don't have any industry goals because that's
the thing. Is like,
yeah, don't do that.
The resolution is usually built around like, here's what I want success I want, and you can't in this industry we work in. Very hard to
Don't do that. That is like a horrible thing to put on yourself. Like don't put another like weight on your back of like I need to do this. Yeah, no good. Let's have fun. My goal is maybe to write a bunch of fun characters next year. That could be good. You know?
Yeah, continued. I feel like this portmanteau show we did is some renewed energy into Characters Welcome.
It was fresh, and I do really hope that it is going to revitalize that YouTube page. You know, I think that there's a lot of viral stuff on it. I think it could be really good. Kevin says my resolution is sometime in the next year I should buy a puppet. Schroykler, you told on yourself in the Discord. You just bought a puppet. I saw it. You just bought one.
Busted. Major busted. And that guy buys puppets all the time. So like
regular huge puppet. I saw it. It's a wizard puppet. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good.
No, his puppets are great. He whips them out on all sorts of occasions. But that's like maybe in like this next year, I want to really focus on canned beer. Drinking canned beer.
That's good. I want to drink good canned beer.
Hey, no, just any canned beer.
Okay, great. What is that? Dave's Pale Ale? Oh,
yeah, your Pils Mafia.
Oh, whoa.
Look at that shine on it, huh?
Kind of fucked up that I know that it looks exactly like Dave's Pale Ale, though.
It is. Great. It's the right color scheme. It's like a disco beer.
It is like a disco beer. Mine doesn't do that. Mine is just beautiful.
I have my production team is here just making sure I sparkle.
That's nice. That's nice. Justin, why don't we go to why don't we check the tail of the tapes? I think we each have a video from when each of us was not present during the Wednesday live stream.
That's correct.
Each other's.
We want to cross the streams here a little bit.
Yes, let's grip it and rip it. Let's cross streams. So Justin has a video from a piece that he really likes from when I was not able to do the live stream. I have one from when Justin was not able to do it that we wanted to make sure it got on the radar.
This is very fun. I'll do mine first. This is from a recent show. And we're going to show the video. So you're going to see us twice, slightly different older versions of ourselves. So please, shouts to that. And this video is from Ashley Everhart. I think it's so fun and funny, and you can see in the aftermath how psyched I was. This is a show I was hosting with John Bander.
I'm really excited to see how you're into it and see how you never react to my characters this way. I can't wait.
Yeah, no, this was like pure joy. This is you're gonna see something. Yeah, you're gonna really see something here. This is gonna really add a tangle to our relationship.
All right, great.
But ready? This is Ashley Everhart from October 25th. Here we go. But why don't we welcome out our final character? Very excited to have
one little sweet morsel before bed. I love it.
Exactly. Like the mint on your pillow at a fancy fucking inn that you're staying at because you got to go to your cousin's wedding and it's too expensive. It was a long drive to get there, but the mint is fucking great.
It's great. It could also be a mint.
Look at our
business hotel because you're on a work trip.
I love the little Halloween.
You know?
Yes, that's true.
Could be that.
It's true. And I'll tell you what, when you get down to it, isn't it all the same, man?
Isn't it all? You know what? Well, let us mint and print our final character. And that character is your coworker with an announcement.
How cool is that?
Hello, everybody. Excuse me. I'm sorry. If I could have your attention, please. I would first like to acknowledge and admit that, yes, I did bring this microphone from home because I really need you all to hear me today. My doctor has informed me that as your coworker, I am obligated to disclose to you all that I have been diagnosed with mumps. Now, I know what you're thinking. Viv, didn't you get the vaccine? Hard pass. If you will recall, the day the office was offering the makeup mumps vaccine, I decided to skip work and go on a 3-day carnival cruise, upon which I had unprecedented penetrative sex with a young gender non-conforming DJ named Hopscotch Androgynous, who, you guessed it, gave me their mumps. But I am not embarrassed. No, I fully intend to mump with abandon. Why? Say it with me. The hump was worth the mump. Be that as it may, in the coming days, expect my face to blow up like a goddamn Goodyear blimp. Now, I want to go on and get ahead of some of the inevitable nicknames. All right, so in light of my diagnosis, I would appreciate it if you children would refrain from calling me any of the following: mump truck, gland by me, things that go mump in the night. What you gonna do with all them mumps inside that trunk? I'm a give you mumps, get you mump drunk off my mumps. Dave Matthews Gland. Dyke. And finally, Bubba Mump Shrimp Mumpany. Yes, you have a question. Am I being treated? Affirmative. I am currently riding high on an elephant dose of intravenous immunoglobulins. Also a variety of essential oils I bought from a man named Onions, who I met in the Chuck Cheese parking lot.
Chuck Cheese.
Yes, you have another question? Do I regret going on the Carnival cruise? You wish, Janet. I lived it the F up. Anyone who knows me knows there are 3 ways to my puss: legal tender, lovin' tender, and chicken tender. Hopscotch Androgynous knew their way around that holy trinity. They padded my wallet, freaked me good, and fed me so much chicken I now have what doctors call the Colonel's arteries. Afterwards, they'd head up to their DJ gig on the Lido deck, and when they yelled, "Are y'all ready for the bumpinest party on Carnival Resplendence?" I knew they were talking just to me. I'd reply, "Yes, Hopscotch. I am ready. I'm ready for whatever you want with me. In fact, the only thing on this earth I'm sure about is how I feel about you, how you feel about me, and how right now all I want to do is sit my bare ass right down on your turntables and spin like a GD tornado." Next thing I know, I was in boat jail for disturbing the peace, profanity, and vaginal defacement of Carnival Cruise property. You know, they didn't even let me go back to my cabin first, so I spent the remainder of my vacation in the clink, tits out in a grass skirt, playing imaginary harmonica and pissing in a prison john. Well, I suppose I should let us all get back to work. You know what they say, those dogs aren't going to euthanize themselves.
Yeah. Very funny. Sad to have missed that. That is very silly. And that I can see why that to you is the top live stream vid of 2023.
I mean, just the sheer number of jokes. We get a list. Great all-timer lines in there. The hump was worth the month kills me.
Hump was worth the month was
played an invisible harmonica.
Tits out in a grass skirt, pissing. Yeah. That was really fun. It was also really funny to see old Justin and current Justin laugh in the same exact way at the same exact jokes. This like backwards, like
leaning out of frame.
Yeah, it makes me feel like, you know what, they're genuine. They're real. Those are real giggles, everybody.
Those are real laughs. I also like the way she moves through that piece like a shark. She's just like, she knows it's fucking good. She's just hunting.
Hunting. She's just waiting. Yeah, that piece, I would love to see that piece on stage. That's
what I said to her after. I was like, you gotta put that
get that bad boy up there. And you can catch Ashley Everhart in the new year at UCB on a Betty team. That's gonna be
right.
Cool. Yeah, that's gonna be really, really great. Drink. Don't forget to drink, Justin, because I yawned.
Oh, I know. This is a little behind the scenes. Anytime Eric yawns, Jorge and I have to drink.
And you know what's so weird is that before I get on stage, when I'm in that like anticipation thing, when you're backstage getting ready to be introduced, I'm yawning like crazy. I think it's like a getting on stage thing. I think it's like your brain is working at twice the speed kind of thing.
Twice the speed. So when you're yawning, you're actually double timing it?
Yeah, dude. Haven't you ever seen those videos of those like alpha influencers that are like, I want to do a character based on one of those guys. There was one that came out the other day where the guy was like, there are 24 hours in a day for you. For me, there were 3 8-hour days. I wake up and I split my day into 3 days, which means in a week, I've experienced 3 weeks, which means something that will take you a month to do will take me 10 days. It's like so crazy.
That's really funny. And I don't know if I've talked about this with you, but one of the next ones I want to do is very much in that same vein. Is the people on Instagram? There's this one guy who I always get fed, but there's a ton of them where they're like hacking their cleaning products and like recipe things. And they do it in this like, all right, just take one garlic. And you gotta take that, you gotta put it in the thing, you gotta this and that. It's like
I see that all the time with like bartender TikToks. They're like spinning fucking shit and like going so fucking
and then grabbing it right on camera, being like, that's what you gotta do that.
Like it literally is like they are treating their audience like babies with bad object permanence that are just like
like there's some truth there. There's some truth there. But that is such a funny, obnoxious form of. It is. I do watch them though because he flips it and catches it every time. And then he's like, "That's how you get your homemade wet naps." I'm like, oh, okay.
Wait, hold on. We just got a comment from Discord that had my name in it that I really need to see what is going on. It says, went to go see what other videos have been posted this year, and all I have to ask is, why does Eric look like he's 12 going through his edgy phase? Yeah.
Wow.
That's earlier.
Yeah, this is what it is. This is live.
I don't even care anymore. I don't care.
It is funny because with that hood up, the sweatshirt you're wearing, which is a UCB LA shirt, looks like it's like Disney, like fresh out of Disney, the way the lettering is. It's like Mickey U. So it is like
University. You know what's even worse? Talk about me being 12 and going through an edgy phase. The shirt I'm wearing underneath, I bought this shirt when the esport team that I follow won the championship. And it looks kind of cool, right?
Yeah, it does. Are you still a fan of this esport team?
Yeah, dude. This guy's 17, this guy's 20, this guy's 22, and I'm older than that.
Yeah. That's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. Enough about that though. Why don't we I want to show you a video from that I really, really enjoyed from a time when you weren't here.
Yeah.
And this is a performance by the John Hudson, who subbed in a couple times this year.
Yes.
I like John because John is, to me, and this is very inside baseball for everyone, if Connor Ozer was British, maybe.
That is inside baseball.
His shit's a little bit weird. It's a little bit off the wall. He does a lot of prop stuff. I like this piece.
Okay, great. Let me bring it up. Yes.
Oh, Zcor's favorite video this year is the Art for Bros. Yeah, that's Henrik's. Very funny video.
That is a funny one. Wow. And Eric's a young 37. Justin's an older 37.
You hit the nail on the head.
I'll take it, I guess. Feels like a compliment. All right, here we go. Let's see this vid.
Erase all this. I don't like it, folks. I'm wearing another YouTube shirt. Thus ends that section.
This is from August.
And it's closed.
I don't want any part of that. You know what I do want a part of? Our next character. What do you say?
Ooh, I think that's a great idea. I think that's great. That's what we're here for. Why not do another character on the Characters Welcome live stream? That's what I
Why not? Hey, we're called Characters Welcome. Why don't we welcome out another character? You know what? I never put those two things together.
No. Wow.
I never put that together.
Beautiful moment for you.
Weird. That's so weird. So it's called Characters Welcome because you're welcome to do a character.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome for the character, by the way.
Hey, you're welcome. Let us welcome out our very next character. I'm so excited for this next person because holy shit, who knows? They could be like in Stranger Things. They could be like Bob in Stranger Things. Very cool. Very nice. In any way, let us welcome out your new father-in-law. Yeah. No.
Oops. Got it. We're rarely on screen. This is a whole new
Well. If it isn't my dumbass son and my dumbass son's girlfriend. Sorry. Fiance. Nice to meet you. I'm sorry. You seem lovely or whatever. It's just a little hard for me to get too excited about anyone my podunk son is bringing home to meet the parents. You see, Phil here is a bum. He's a bum. Always has been. And sure, you might say, oh, he's kind and caring and sweet. Oh, he makes $130K a year, which is a good salary in most major cities. Or, oh, he's a generous lover. I don't care, big whoop. There's no baby Tyler. Yeah, you heard me right. Beautiful baby Tyler. Yeah. When I was 7, I had the measles. Bad. And in a fever dream, I saw him. Oh, plain as day. Piercing blue eyes. A beautiful head of hair. Fresh out the womb. Cheekbones that could slice through a brick. And rugged manliness you would have thought to be impossible on a baby. Oh, he was perfect. And he was mine. My son! I waited my whole life for baby Tyler, and then this schlub comes out of my wife Connie's hoo-ha. You know, I tried to shove him back in. I did. I said, that's no baby Tyler, and I pushed, but his stupid oblong head wouldn't even go back in right. Can't even do that one thing good. With his face, eyes look like shit. Teeth like made out of noodles. You know, that's why we named him Phil. Yeah, it ain't even short for Philip. Just Phil. A nothing name for a nothing boy. What's that? Oh, the fiance speaks? Excuse me? You love Phil? And you're saying I'm a bad father for saying these awful things about him? That you think he's attractive? I'm not surprised. Of course you find him attractive. I mean, look at you. Let's just say you're no baby Monica. Yeah, that's right. baby Monica. When I was 19, I had the whooping cough. I had it bad. I was whooping for a whole week. And in a fever dream, I saw her. Oh, she was hot as the sun. Naturally purple eyes. Green hair down to her waist. Cheekbones so sharp they were surely crafted by a master blacksmith. Oh, it was so clear. Baby Monica and baby Tyler together, all dressed in white baby linens on a beach, laughing, dancing, oh, kissing. It was beautiful, and it was meant to be. And now I just have you two and Phil, and my life has not turned out the way I wanted. And it's all your fault, not mine. I was the one with the vision. I had the dream. It was supposed to be perfect, and you both ruined it. Oh, God. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm realizing, a very inappropriate way for me to be acting at this Denny's we've chosen to meet at. I've been holding on to this baby Tyler stuff for a long time, my whole life, really. I guess I can tell from the eye contact you're making with me, fiance, that I should realize that my son, Phil, is actually a pretty decent guy, even if he is a total uggo and not rugged at all. And that, as an aging man, I guess I am lucky to have a son who wants to even bother to introduce me to his fiance. This feels so silly. Maybe I've had my beautiful baby Tyler right in front of me this whole time. Just because you see things in a fever dream, I guess, doesn't make them true. Right, I guess the beautiful baby Tyler I was looking for was just inside me all along. Wait a second. The beautiful baby Tyler I was looking for was inside me all along? Oh, baby Tyler! Oh, you were in there the whole time! You just needed me to come get you! Oh, fuck off, Phil! I'm here for you now, baby Tyler! Oh, I'm here for you! Check, please.
I mean,
Well,
crazy, right?
that is wild.
I love that piece. I think
it's beautiful so in a way.
It is really beautiful. It's about a father realizing that he can't put expectations on somebody. He gave birth to somebody, and he has to be happy with it. Except in this case, this guy instead reaches inside his pee hole and pulls out what he actually wanted the whole time.
Was it the pee hole? Nah, I wish I'd known.
I think we talked about it afterwards and decided that what he did was reached into the pee hole and went for it. Yeah.
That's hard to get the forceps in there, but
not easy.
Once you do, it's smooth sailing.
Also, that little baby doll, he showed it off later on the stream, and it is horrible.
Well, it did look bad. And honestly, did he moisten it a little
bit?
Yeah.
He had a bucket of water mixed with something syrupy, like lubey.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yucky. That's cool though. I did not see that coming. The drawings on his tats were great.
I like his references to the drawing, knowing like the meta-ness, him being like naturally purple eyes.
Yeah. Beautiful green hair. The way he slaps it.
He's funny. He's a funny guy. I love that character. I think it's really funny. Yeah.
Very funny.
What a dream.
What other ones? How about what pieces of yours from this year are you like, oh, I'm psyched about that one?
That's a really good question. I think I had a pretty good year this year. Came out with a couple new ones that I feel good about. I finally figured out my Decidin character. That took that was years in the making, actually, because for a long time that was just a 10-second blackout bit for like SNL reels and shit like that. So we actually wrote that one out. That one feels good. My landlord one was good because
that's the one I was going to call out of yours. Like that.
I really wanted to do like an actual song where I gave it a shot, saw what I could do. So that was really fun as well. I also really believed in that one. And probably more recently, the the pet adoption center was fun for me as well. That was like, because that one felt very loose, and I was able to like improvise a little bit on stage, which was kind of nice too. I really liked that. Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, what about you? What did you feel good about?
I liked the bartender character I did early on in the year.
Really fun
at Union Hall. The like speakeasy inside another speakeasy. Because I got a nice compliment from someone afterwards. It was like, wow, you never really change your voice a ton. And that one I really did. And I was like, I should do more of that.
You went for it. That's cool. Yeah. Maybe that's your resolution. Do some more voice changing characters. That would be fun.
Yeah, do more like big commitment pieces would be fun. I really liked doing the same thing I already like more. The Hack and Jack from the Hack Shack piece is just like
very fun. I do love
a bunch of verbal cartwheels and nonsense. I've never done that one live for the vid.
Yeah. I think one that I really liked that you did tell me it was like a really old piece, but would be really cool for you to bring back and do on stage is the guy that brought everyone into the elevator together who wronged him. So he could like
someone farts in an elevator, and come to find out this is all a plan because the 3 people in the elevator had farted near him. And this is a fart revenge piece.
Yes, that is so funny. I really like that piece a lot. It's super strong, really funny.
That's one from deep, like early. That was before Characters Welcome was a team. That was when we were just like putting up pieces and stuff.
That's when you guys were just skateboarding in the backyard of an empty pool. You know, you didn't even know what you were doing. You didn't even know what you were doing.
Like, oh man, what if we just did it? You know. What if we built that half pipe?
Lords of Dogtown, dude. And you did build the half pipe, and now it's almost a job to maintain the half pipe.
Yeah. I guess that's success. That success is finally getting hired at the old half pipe.
The half pipe factory, dude.
Everybody wants to be Tony Hawk, but the real win is being the half pipe maintainer.
The half pipe maintainer. Yeah. Really, really fun. Super excited to see what next year brings us. This is all to say that we do have just a regular show next week.
Yes, this is not the last show of the year. We have just 3 great performers coming through next week, which we're very excited to do.
Yes, we just had a little bit of we just thought we wanted to reflect a little bit.
It's a time of reflection.
It's a time of reflection. And thank you, everybody who's in the chat and who has been in the chat over the course of the past year, who's been sticking it out with us and vibing with us. Y'all are the best. Every time we message each other and we're like, oh man, we might not have guests for the show, or we need to figure this thing out. Should we cancel? We're always like, no, we can't cancel. We got we got the fucking crew, dude. We gotta chill with the crew.
100%. And like, I really do. Once I'm in the rectangles, I love it here. I never want to leave the old tangles.
Never
want to leave the half pipe. Before we do go, I should do a little segment we call Juggernaut.
Yes, of course.
We have our business Venmo if you ever want to support the show at Characters Welcome, which I will show right now in a second. I'm doing the tech here.
By the way, Jorge is gone.
Always away. But yeah, hit us up at the Venmo if you ever want to donate. We will read your comments live on the show, and no matter what they are. Robin Richmond, longtime supporter, always gives us some good ones. And so in this week, we're just going to do a quick Juggernaut. It's time. I can't be silent anymore. The world must know about the prospect of human ham. If ham is just a loaf of pork, what's stopping us from hamifying other meats? And if it can be any meat, that means human ham is possible. Justin, how are you not concerned about this?
I don't like that. I don't.
What worries? What concerns you about this?
Well, that makes me feel like now I can't trust the bologna that I get anywhere. I'm like, this could truly be anything. It is crazy when you see what I work.
Bologna was always anything. Just to be clear, like I don't know what pure. Literally, the word of the meat you're eating means nonsense. People are like, "That's bologna," and you're like, "Yum yum." I trust this meat.
Hilarious. Let me have a goof and spoof sandwich, please.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have any like abominations back there? Like a failed product, bologna.
When I used to
I'll
work
take
I used to work in the deli department of a grocery store. That was my first job when I was in Pennsylvania. Shout outs to anybody who ever was making $6.45 an hour. That's what minimum wage was when I started.
Yeah, minimum wage used to be a real unfortunate
Oh
situation.
my god! And the different like kinds of meats that we would get back there would make you scream. But the one in particular would always, the one that was the worst would be cutting open a congealed, fatty, brand new block of ham, and it was so gross. Just that,
You
like,
hate ham?
I mean, I saw literally how the sausage was made. You know what I mean? I can't.
Yeah.
It's not good. I don't like ham in general. I do like bacon. Don't really like ham. Don't like Canadian bacon because that's ham. But the big like pink block is so fucked up. You're like, how is this? Like, I don't want to know what machine like pressed these parts together or how they made it into this like bright pink, like slushy in order to like press it. It's horrible.
Pressing that ham. Yeah, well, look, you're scarred by this, but now you have human ham to worry about. Carly says the fact that it calls out Justin specifically feels like a threat. True.
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
I don't know. Well, Dear Diary is named such because it's Dear Diary, but for me, aimed at me. So I think that's true.
Wow, a comment from Scheukler. When I started working, minimum wage was $3.75. Holy shit!
What state or country or industry are you in?
And Scheukler, you were picking up railroad nails, right? That was your job, was walking the tracks and picking up the railroad nails?
You were a Civil War, like, corpse remover, right? Or something?
Was that what your job was? I'm trying to remember.
Just name your job, Kevin.
Kevin, your job was inventing new letters, right? There were like 18 letters back when you started. And you and another guy, you and another guy were like, what if we put two V's together and made it like, or two U's together, made it like a double U, right?
But let's sharpen those U's. Let's make them fresh.
Kevin, your first job was sports writing for the local paper? Holy shit, that's a great.
You're making $3.75 an hour writing about the Austin Hoodoos? Like, that's crazy.
The Austin Hoodoos. Yes, they're gonna go far this year.
They're going to state. They're going to state.
They're going all the way to states. Oh man, $3.75 an hour. That is ridiculous. Holy shit. What was your first job, Justin?
I worked at I was a restaurant guy. I worked the buffet line at a seafood restaurant in the middle of landlocked upstate New York.
Nope. No, thank you.
I was like, it was horrible. And then my first like sort of job I had for a long time was at the Burger King drive-thru, where I ran the drive-thru, which is like the first podcast, basically.
Yeah. Were you goofy? Did you have fun?
Oh, I was goofy. I had some fun with the folks. Yeah.
Good.
It's a lot of power to give to a kid who's like 16.
I saw this video online. There's this guy at a McDonald's drive-thru, the drive-thru worker, and his shtick is he like repeats your order back to you like it's a question, like he's confused, and it's so it's so simple but so funny. They're like, okay, I'm gonna get a burger and fries, and he goes, okay, a burger and fries, and they're like, yeah, and then an order of chicken nuggets. He goes, okay, and we're gonna throw chicken nuggets.
It's very funny to take the most basic and understood part of any job and just be like
a Coca-Cola. Okay, it's so funny. You have to.
I guess just drive around.
Your total is gonna be $9.16. It's so funny, dude. It's so funny. It's important to have fun with it. It's important to find ways to have fun with it.
Gotta have fun, especially when you're making $3.75 an hour.
$4 if you're really good at it. If you think those Hoodoos are really going to go far this year.
Yeah, the Hoodoos. If you write up, you gotta charm the people. Support the Hoodoos. Don't be writing them down.
Support them. God, we've been having a good time tonight, Justin. I do want to, as we wrap things up, throw out a big announcement, folks. You know how our shows, we always announce them about 7 to 11 days before the show happens.
Yes.
Get this, folks. You heard it here first. Our next show is on January 19th at Friends and Lovers. Get that, folks. You have 6 goddamn weeks to move things around, to shuffle those.
Who has anything planned after December 31st?
Truly.
Am I right?
That's what I'm talking about.
Make this your first 2024 peg, a pillar supporting the whole new enterprise of this year we got coming up.
That is a Friday, January 19th. We're not positive yet what the shtick is going to be, but it is going to be another themed show. We're doing another themed show. We are very likely doing another 60 to 120 second character show. It's going to be really fun.
Very fun. That's a format I think we're psyched about. Keep it
It's
tight.
gonna be great. And when I tell you that we're psyched about this, I'm probably gonna put a video up tomorrow if the guy gets them to me by tonight. I am so excited to get to start showing you guys videos. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, and the other element that we sort of talked about is we've added this thing where the hosts are sort of on mic at all times. We don't run up on stage a ton, so we're right there to just like. Especially in Eric's case, who got roast on not just one, but a couple people that were just fantastic.
And in fact, I was also able to pre-roast friend of the show, Don Chang, and shit on his character before he even brought it out on stage. And let me tell you, that felt good too.
It was great. It was very funny. Very funny. So it's a great vibe to come out and hang. It makes the live show even more of a fun, electric place. So please come out and join us. Or if you're not in the New York area, get ready for some great vids.
Yeah, get ready for some great vids, but make it a point to try to come out. It does feel kind of like an extension of hold on one second. It does make it feel like an extension of hold on one second.
I gotta keep my eye on the
talent sees talent. It feels like an extension of this show a little bit, where we're able to be like fast and loose on stage as opposed to like being a little bit too stiff and theatrical. I like us to be a little bit have a little fun with it.
Having fun. That's what the fun of this show has influenced the main show, and that's all fun.
And that's all thanks to y'all. So we'll see you all next. And then should we sign off, Justin? We're feeling good?
Yeah, let's do it. We'll see you all next week. We'll be back for more. You'll have three banger guests. We'll be bringing some pieces through as well. So definitely come hang. It's going to be another good one.
It's going to be another good one. Don't forget to sign into that Discord if you haven't yet and come hang out there with us. There are pictures from a lot of stuff that we talked about tonight. There's pictures from the show. There's pictures from the marathon. There's all sorts of good stuff in there. Otherwise, yeah, we'll see you all next week. Cool.
Have a good one, gang. We'll see you next time. Later.